What's up, guys? Welcome back. It has been a long time, I know, and I apologize. I've been absolutely busy and all over the place and really haven't had anything to do. I've just been, working and then coming home. But we are back with another video, and we've got some parts to install on the BRZ today and also some fixing up on my wide body kit. I will show y'all what happened whenever I get to my mom's house. But some unfortunate things happened with the wide body kit, but we will be fixing those today, so it's no big deal. We've also ordered my new wrap for the car. This wrap's been on here about a year, so I'm about kind of ready to switch it up, ready to do something new. And especially with the Nosatech, it's already kind of faded a little bit, not much, but it is faded and it's pulling in a lot of areas, strictly due to my own install issues. Because we rushed it, we didn't prep the kit at all. So if y'all had seen other videos, y'all would know that we got this done in like a week. There's a lot of work that got done in a week that should have taken me a little bit longer to do, but besides all that, we do have a new wrap in, and I will be showing y'all the color today. Some massive news will be coming to the channel soon, not only for me personally, but for my business. It's going to be absolutely insane, and I'm so hyped about it. I won't be showing that to y'all today. It will be a little bit before y'all see that, but just wanted to let y'all know that some big news is coming and probably some more frequent uploads with that big news. I think I'm probably going to start just kind of showing some different sides of my business and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and go get some coffee, and then we'll get this day started. Alright guys, we got the car all pulled in. It's one of the issues we've had with the kit for the last couple weeks. It kind of caught me off guard, but it's just some unfortunate things that happened. My rear bumper piece flew off. I don't know how or where it flew off. I got home one day, came outside to leave to go pick up some food, and noticed the piece was gone. So don't know what happened or how it happened. It's unfortunate, but it happens. It is what it is. We're gonna get that fixed today. I have the new piece already. I need to show y'all what we have in for the BRZ and some parts we'll be installing. So one of the first things that we have is a massive Street Hunter box. We have some pieces in here that I'm going to show y'all here in a minute. And then we have our wrap over here, not this one, but this one. I will show y'all what's in that here in just a minute. But we have our replacement piece in here. So I'm going to probably bring this outside into the garage and unbox everything so we can see what we're working with. And then I also have some other goodies in here that y'all are going to like. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this box out there. So you're probably wondering what in the crap is all of this. So with our replacement bumper piece, I also went ahead and ordered the carbon pieces for this kit. So what it comes with is carbon front canards, carbon side canards, carbon side skirts, and then a carbon front lip. As y'all know, ever since I've had this car, I have not had a front lip on this thing. So it is time that we finally have a front lip on this car. I don't know that I'll be installing it today. I am wanting to get a chassis mounted splitter. So it'll probably be a bit before I install the front lip. I want to make sure that that thing is going to stay on there and not fly off. So I want it to be protected by the chassis mounted splitter. I may install it today, I may not, we'll just have to see. But that is not the main part of our installation video today. The main part of the install today is we have a couple suspension parts that I have had sitting on that shelf for over like 6 months. One of these have only been sitting there for about a couple months, but still, I've had absolutely zero time to work on this car, and it has been the most annoying thing in the planet. So today, we have a bump steer kit from Whiteline. It comes with the front tie rod ends and some little lower control arm ball joints. And then we also have some trailing arms for the rear. I have kind of noticed these wheels getting a little off-centered and sitting closer to the bumper than the front side skirt. So we need to fix that today. It's been like that for a little bit now. That's one of the main things that we're getting installed today, because I have alignment scheduled for tomorrow. So these have to be on today. If I get done at a decent time, I'll kind of install maybe some of these carbon pieces. If not, it'll have to wait for another video, which is fine. But I do kind of want to fix some of the fitment on this kit at least today or this weekend sometime. So we'll just have to see how the weekend goes. I do have a job scheduled for Saturday. I'm doing a chrome delete and then also a top half wrap on a Honda Accord. So I'll be busy with that, but for the most part, should be good to get most of this stuff installed today, especially the suspension pieces. So that's one of the main game plans for today. Another thing that I really have to fix is this driver's side rear sits like half an inch lower than the passenger side. So I'm probably gonna raise this side just a little bit, so that way the air out is the exact same height on both sides. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the rear and get all of that finished, and then we'll switch to the front. Unfortunate news, I think my jack has kicked the bucket on me. I tried jacking it up just a second ago and it popped straight down to the bottom. So it's probably out of some hydraulic fluid. I was gonna get a new one anyways here soon, so I'm probably just gonna go buy a new one real quick. So I will be right back. All right, so we got us another jack, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it together so we can start jacking up the car. Hopefully everything can get done today. I am running a little behind, so I'm just hoping I can work quick enough that everything gets done in time. We'll see though. It is super humid in Arkansas right now, so I've only been jacking the car up and I'm already sweating like a dog. So about to take the wheels off and get started. Like I said, we're gonna be starting with the trailing arms first and get those installed, and then we should be able to move to the front and get this bump steer kit put on. Hopefully this fixes a lot of the driving issues I've been having, which is whenever I hit bumps, my steering wheel kind of jerks a good bit, so the bump steer kit should fix that. And then sometimes when I'm driving, I can kind of hear the wheel hitting the rear bumper, so hopefully that fixes the problem as well, but we will see. I know these tail arms from Part Shop Max are super beefy, so these should do the job, but we're gonna go ahead and get these installed. So first things first, gotta take the wheels off. So you can't really see on that side, so I'm gonna show you on this side. This little bar right here, this is your trailing arm. So what this basically does is it controls where the wheel sits, so basically your caster. So an adjustable one of these is able to allow you to move it back or forward, whichever you prefer. So both this bolt and this bolt are 17s. And it's just a front and rear bolt, so you will need at least 2 sockets or a socket and a wrench to take that off. So if you have a big impact like me, you won't really be able to get to this bolt, so you're gonna have to use a socket wrench. So got the stock one out, gonna throw in the Part Shop Max ones. If y'all buy these, I don't believe these are side specific, so you're able to just kind of put these on whichever side. So I'm gonna extend these a little bit to get the wheel, or to get the mount on, and then I'll pull them back in the adjustment. All right, now to tighten these. Now before you tighten these down too much, make sure you check your torque specs that are needed for these. I will look them up here in just a second and tell y'all what the torque specs are, but just make sure you torque these down to the correct specs so you don't over tighten them. So both of these bolts, you'll need to torque down to 81 foot-pounds. This one, just get it as tight as you can, but don't over tighten it because the bolt may snap. And then this, you want to make sure you tighten down as well. It's just the Allen key, so yeah, just make sure these are tight because that kind of keeps these from spinning. And then make sure you tighten down your little lock washers as well. Now you won't really be able to see me install it on the other side, so I'm going to go ahead and install it off camera. And then we're going to put the wheels on and make sure that the wheel is kind of aligned pretty straight. Okay, so the car's back on the ground. I think this one needs to go forward a good bit, but as far as this side goes, I think I've got it kind of spot on. I could be very wrong. I think for the most part it's good. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is move on to the front and get the front done because it's already 2 o'clock, so I kind of need to get a little bit moving. So I think I'm gonna get the front stuff done and then come back and kind of adjust that side a little bit. So I figured out the reason the driver's side airs out lower than the passenger side is I think my wide body cut is a lot higher on this side than this side, so I think it stops on the quarter panel. So I think the next time that I take this piece off, which might be this weekend, I think I'm gonna try and see what the air out is. If it's like that, then it'll be fine for now. The next time that I rewrap this car, I plan to go ahead and redo the sides because I didn't weld them, but I'm gonna weld them this next time. So I think whenever I rewrap it, I'll go ahead and weld the sides and do a recut on this side to get it a little bit higher up so the air out's the same. Because I measured the shock heights and they're the exact same height, so they should be airing out the same thing. I think that side just hits. So we're gonna go ahead and jack up the front, get started on the front side. Okay guys, so I kind of got a bit ahead of myself. I went ahead and did the other side. I figured out that on the 22 plus BRZs, the white line kit on the tie rods do not work. So you can't use the tie rods, but you can still use the roll center kit. So that's what I installed on this side. It took me absolutely forever. So now we're on this side. Just to kind of explain what I've done so far. So there's a bolt here that's connected to the chassis, and then there's a plate that connects to a little hole over here, and you take out the nut on that one and then the bolt over there, and then right back here your control arm connects to a little bolt and nut here. You want to take that bolt and nut out, and then under here, you can't really tell that well, but right there is where the control arm connects to through the ball joint. You have to beat it from the top to be able to pop it out. I tried absolutely everything and couldn't really get in there that well, so I just kept hitting it until it popped out. But you do have to beat it from the top or else it won't come out. I tried tie rod splitters, I tried everything, and it still was not working. So yeah, that's all you need to take it out. We have the lower control arm out. Now you'll want to have a ball joint kit to be able to disconnect this ball joint from the control arm, so that way you can install your roll center piece. So the reason that these do not work is, one, this part is way too wide and these studs are not long enough. They're nowhere near long enough, but these do work, so you'll be able to install these. But I would recommend getting like some SPL tie rod ends and going with those instead of the white line ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this ball joint off. I won't really record that because it is a painful process, but all you do is just get 2 ends and just start tightening it, and it'll start slowly popping out. And then you just kind of reverse the way that you did it, and you'll push this one in to the control arm and you'll be good to go. Now I know y'all probably can't see me. I'm currently test driving the car. So far, it feels freaking amazing. Other than it's a little unaligned on the driver's side. I think just because I disconnected that that tie rod end. But as far as the actual car driving, I don't hear anything that sounds abnormal or anything, so that's always a plus. That's always very, very good to hear after a suspension install. But I mean, so far, I mean, this car feels a lot better as far as drivability. I think the roll center kit really helps a lot with bumps, as well as kind of cornering as well. From what I'm able to tell, I feel like I can corner a lot better, and bumps feel 1,000 times more comfortable. So honestly, this is a product I'd definitely invest in if you have a BRZ FRS 86. Just if you have the 22 plus, you cannot run the tie rod ends. You have to buy probably SPL or some other brand of tie rod ends. As far as the roll center kit, fits perfect. Everything goes the same. It goes on the same exact way it came off. I'm probably gonna look online and find some tie rod ends that I can get, so that way I have the tie rod ends installed, and it kind of helps that whole kit kind of come together. And then the next thing will of course be buying lower control arms, but I'll probably do that whenever I buy probably sway bars or something like that. Probably a pretty big suspension install then. But as far as the car drives, man, it feels amazing. I absolutely enjoy it so far. Definitely can tell a difference, and that's what I was mainly going for, was a big difference in the drivability of this car and the comfortability. So if you have bags especially, I would definitely invest in this. I would try and just find the roll center kit from Whiteline instead of the whole bump steer kit, so that way you're not wasting your money on tie rods that don't fit if you have a 22 plus. If you have below a 22, then you're fine. I would just invest in the Whiteline. But you can definitely tell a difference in what bushings make, and that is absolutely crazy to me. I've never really done a whole lot of research on it. This is all kind of new stuff to me. I didn't do any suspension besides bags to the Mustang, so it's kind of cool to be learning new things. So tomorrow at 9:30 I have an alignment, and then if I am installing the carbon pieces tomorrow, I'll make sure that is in the next video. But I'm about to head home. I'm going to finish test driving this car and then probably eat, because I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I am starving. So I'm going to eat, and then tomorrow alignment, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching.